The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On play action, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Packers defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Second and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 54. Right here. Here we go, 47.
Jones will come now in motion right. Prescott now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Against a team coming up a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 26.
Check White. Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Rams very strong in that victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the first and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Hey, 47. Hey, kill. Here go 46.
To throw is Prescott.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Play fake. Here's Love. And Jones has it over the middle. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
The Packers at 4-3, a game over 500. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Love from the gun.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Cycle. 22 needle. Yellow.
Again, it's Love. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers?
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown! Bryson Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Rams 14. Packers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Kill.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Rams 14, Packers 7.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. To the catch made by Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Prescott's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
They give up the middle to Akers.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 33. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Off the play fake, Prescott.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Akers going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Moore is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 54. Go.
Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Okay, ready? Smash, red, blaster, 6. Set.
Final play of the half, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
During the week, the special teams coach puts together a game plan that he presents to the head coach. And in every game plan, there's one big play that he points to the head coach and says, listen, when we need it, we can go to it. I think they did exactly that on that one.
Ready, ready.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones.
To the 43, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll go again to Jones. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe he starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
White.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing. Love.
And complete once again to Watson.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Love, he's got this complete to Jones.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, 47. Hey, 47! Hey, kill! Kill! Hey, kill! Here we go, going to 53. Sway! Here we go, 46!
A first down throw for Prescott.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Here we go, 46, 46. Gun. Here we go, kill.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't fray him. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Packers 14.
Okay,
Well,
right?
the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have
the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Love. That's complete to Wicks.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, Love.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to chip away at his timing.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Love now to pass on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Ultra. Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 17.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Striker. 3-3. Hut.
Love.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
Hey, chill. 47. 47.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott now. That'll be caught by Cup. And some room to maneuver.
Across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 38. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Prescott. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
A give running right is Akers.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Packers 17. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Yellow, zoom. Green jack.
Love looking to throw it.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Love. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Let's go.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here's Love. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Love.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Down.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's first and 10 now.
Slide through.
Love looking to throw.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's first and 10.
Drill green. Red cycle.
Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Love's throw brought in by Watson.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Now Love.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Here's Dak.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. In these elements, makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Hey, 47.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
Kill. Under. Here go 46.
Now Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, but whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
Here's 1st down.
Love.
That one too wide and incomplete.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
Ready.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Yellow, line. Ready.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, You might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 22.
Black Ultra.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
146 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
First throw in overtime for Love.
That is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Love looking to throw it.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime.
The ball comes out, and he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Lucas Van Ness buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
We're going to 54, right here.
Now what can Prescott do in the OT? He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Mexico City.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the back.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. To throw is Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Love now. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Rams are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
47.
Prescott.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Akers.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of